right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the November 2020 edition of Mesa Chamber New Member Orientation. I should just say member orientation because it's not necessarily just new member orientation. My name is Bob Nelson. I am your facilitator for this session today, and I run a very strict ship, which is, if you know me, entirely not true. So please feel free to introduce yourselves in the chat. Make sure you put your name, your phone number, your business, and a tagline so everybody can know who you are. Obviously, part of the point of this session is to make sure that you are making connections, which is one of the most important parts of your chamber membership. So please, please, please do not hesitate to take advantage of that opportunity right now to make some new connections amongst the people on this call. So looking forward to learning more about what you guys do and go from there. So let me go ahead, if you don't mind, I'm going to fire up the old PowerPoint here, and we'll be on our way, as they say. All right, can everybody see me okay? See the PowerPoint? I'm going to go with yes.
Yes.
Got some nods.
Yes.
Nods are good. Okay, good. Let's do this. All right, here we go. Welcome to the Mesa Chamber of Commerce, and I am going to start by allowing our awesome sponsor to say a few words. So Eric Reber is the sponsor of today's event, and Eric runs Speedpro Mesa-Gilbert. And Eric, I'm just going to let you introduce yourself.
Hey, thanks, Bob. Well, welcome everybody. My name is Eric Reber, as Bob said. I'm in Speedpro Mesa-Gilbert. We do large format graphic printing, and I've been a member for several years now with the Mesa Chamber. And I really enjoyed sponsoring this particular aspect of the chamber, because I think it really gives everybody the ability to really understand what their membership all involves and what different things that they can take advantage of to help increase their business, as well as to build relationships, etc. I definitely, one word can kind of sum it up, and that's involved. The best thing that you can do with your membership is stay involved. The more that you're involved, the more that you'll see a payback come back from the chamber. So I encourage everybody to do that on a regular basis, and welcome everybody. And then also, this is not just, as Bob said, a new member orientation. It's a member orientation, and it's good to even though you may be a member of the chamber, it's great to check back every so often. Maybe once a year, for example, just to see what new programs are out there, what has changed, what's different, what can you take advantage of. So with that, I'll turn it back to you, Bob. Thanks.
Thanks, Eric. So Eric, just so you know, when I sent out the invitation last night for today's event, the reminder invitation, I got back a very sweet note from someone, and I apologize, I forget who it was, but they actually threw back kudos to you because you had wrapped one of their vehicles, and they wanted to share what a great experience that was for them and how happy they are to have it, because it's so vibrant and cool. So kudos to you guys for doing some great work in the community.
Thanks for passing that on.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's start with you guys. If you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and give you each a chance to introduce yourselves, and I'm going to run through based on my little column of faces here. So if you don't mind, I'm going to do it the way I had it before. I will start with Kevin DeRosa. So Kevin DeRosa, if you would real quick, just introduce yourself, name of your business.
Great. Yeah, thanks, Bob. Kevin DeRosa, Advanced Champion Supply.
Thank you, Kevin. And Alan?
Alan Leifman, Alpha Benefits Incorporated. Our tagline is specialists in employer group coverage for today's multi-generational workforces. 480-454-6565.
All right. And Becky?
Whoops. Good morning. Becky Friend, Decoya Mesa Senior Living, where everything shines a little brighter. We're on Brown, just west of Power.
Thank you so much. And hang on, I got to kind of move everybody's bumping around right now. Let's go with Chris at Loft Greens.
Hi, everybody. Chris Loftgreen with Loft Greens Office Products. Loft Greens Office Products, great prices, incredible service. I put our contact information in the chat. I accidentally hit return in the middle of it, so it's split up. We joined the chamber just for the networking benefits and getting to know businesses in the community, and for the fact that they look out for Mesa businesses.
Aw, you're very kind, Chris.
Well, they do.
And let's see, Joan Kruger.
Hello, hang on, I'm coming.
We'll wait, Joan, it's okay.
Good morning, sorry, bit of a flustered morning. Happy to be here. I am Joan Kruger. I'm a commercial real estate broker with NEI Horizon. Commercial real estate, we have, NEI is actually an international firm. We have 400 offices worldwide. NEI Horizon has an office in Phoenix and Tucson, and my specialty is actually the East Valley, and I work in office, retail, industrial, and land. And I've actually been a member of the Mesa Chamber for a year, but 2020 has been a year for the books, and so I'm just getting around to orientation and happy to be here and meeting you all.
Thank you,
Hi, Eric.
Joan. And you've kind of been around a lot longer than that, though, right? I mean, you've worked.
I have. I was sort of an indirect member through. I worked with George Bliss Realty for a number of years, and so George and I sort of split up the East Valley. I'm a Gilbert girl, former planning commissioner and town council member there, and so I was active in the Gilbert Chamber, and George covered Mesa. And now I'm kind of moving a little bit of my activity into Mesa and hoping I can be helpful somewhere.
Good deal. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
And Connie.
Morning, Connie Binder with My Guide Services. Transforming your shower in one day. Contact your business at 2316918. And why I joined the chamber is because I think as a business owner, it's important to be connected to the chamber because the chamber offers so much value. I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing, and love being a part of the Mesa Chamber.
So Connie, just so you got a little bit of an audio.
Do I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. You know what? We'll catch you. I'll catch you at the end, and we'll give you a chance to kind of redo at the end. Okay. Let's go with Elizabeth.
Hi, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Walton. I'm the Executive Director of the American Lung Association here in Arizona. I joined the chamber on the advice of one of our board members, Karen Majorano, who's with True West Credit Union, who some of you may know. And the mission of the Lung Association is to save lives by improving lung health and fighting lung disease. And so we are really in the midst of that right now with COVID-19. And so I just joined so that I could meet more people, get our message out there, and let everyone know what we're doing to fight all lung diseases. But COVID is obviously top of mind for everyone.
Well, thank you for being here. And Lisa, you're up.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lisa Olson from East Valley Children's Theater. We're a children's theater that's by kids and for kids. We've been around for 24 years, and we're making it through the COVID season, I'm happy to say. We joined the Mesa Chamber, just like Elizabeth just said. We had a board member recommend that we do so, and so far I've found it to be useful. So it's a slightly different game, nonprofit versus profitable businesses. So we're still learning and finding our way.
Good deal. Well, welcome to today's section.
Thanks.
And Linda with a Y. Are you with me, Linda, with a Y? Or, well, okay. It may be coffee doing.
She has a message in the chat saying that she's having audio difficulties.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, Linda, we'll catch you at the end then. That's cool. Stephanie Espinoza.
Good morning. I am Stephanie Espinosa. As you said, I'm a registered dietitian with the Nutrition Professionals. We are a private practice of registered dietitians. Our tagline is guiding a healthier you. My direct line, my cell is 602-400-5419. The reason that we joined the Chamber of Commerce is for networking, and for myself personally, I want to help our community know who the registered dietitian is, that we can help you transform your health and your immunity through better nutrition, whether you are in good health or whether you have a disease that you're trying to manage. And to let everybody know that it is typically a covered benefit on your health plan, which makes it an easy, makes it a win-win for you. It's typically thought that seeing a registered dietitian is something that you have to pay out of pocket for, but many people have health insurance and they need to utilize those wellness benefits as well.
Very good. Welcome. Okay, and then I've got, looks like I've got somebody who's got a shortcut here. Oh, nope, I guess they may have left us. Ward Nichols.
Hey, good morning. Ward Nichols with Arizona State University, and we've been members of the chamber for quite some time, but I'm joining today to always try to learn more. So,
well, welcome, Ward.
Thanks, Bob.
And I think I got everybody. Is there anybody I missed? Because all the people keep jumbling around. So do not hesitate to stop me if I missed you, because you deserve your time as well. And we'll catch up with our two audio issues here towards the end. So let me real quick just introduce my two cohorts on the call today. Joining me is Membership Services Guru, Director, Leader, Master, Overlord, Linda Haskell. That is her title today, as I remember it off the top of my head.
Thank you, Bob.
And also on the call today is Susan Teichman, who is the Sales Director, Leader, Master, Guru, Membership, new person.
Howdy.
Yes. Yes. So real quick, I just kind of want to get us started with the mission of the chamber. So we have a vision and a mission statement, and we've developed these about 7-8 years ago now, and they really hold true to what we want to do for you in terms of our mission as an organization. Our vision is to be the recognized resource and celebrated leader for the Mesa business community. And that business community is more than just the for-profit business community. I think we've really worked very hard to be a very active representative for our nonprofit business community as well, because it is work. You know, as I'm sure all of our nonprofits on the call today would testify, it's equal to the effort that you would put out in any other business. So we really wanted to make sure that we represent all of our businesses equally in everything that we do. So our mission is pretty simple. It's basically to improve, promote, and advocate for business in Mesa. And as we go through this presentation today, excuse me, I'm going to talk about a number of different ways that we do that, so that it helps you to see some of the paths that you have ahead of you in regards to how to take the most advantage of the membership that you have with the chamber. There really are 4 elements to your chamber membership, and they are, they're pretty straight ahead. I don't think there's any rocket science in this, but it's understanding your benefits, which is what this meeting is about, to help you get started with understanding what's available to you based on your investment in your membership. So the second part of that is to make a plan. And this is kind of where Linda comes into play. Linda actually, as the Director of Membership Benefits, her job is to help you make a plan to make the most of your chamber membership. We appreciate your investment in your chamber membership, and we want to make sure at the end of that period that membership was earned, and that you have no qualms about continuing that relationship, because that's important to us. The third is follow through. So this is kind of the one where we kind of hand it a little bit back to you guys and say, hey, we've kind of created a plan. We've let you know what you've got. We kind of need your help to follow through with it now. So this is where we would hope that if you run into any issues, you know, sort of accomplishing what you want to do, that you let us know so that we can, you know, stay with you through the whole process. And we have a lot of resources available to you to help you with that, and we'll go over those here in this session. The last one is probably the one that gets overlooked a lot. When I ask you today why it is that you joined the chamber, you're going to say, you know, whatever the answer is that you're going to say. But 6 months from now, that reason may be an entirely different reason based on changes in your business, based on, I don't know, maybe a pandemic, you know, any number of different circumstances that come into play that can affect what you need to be successful with your business. So adapting to change is a really critical component of making the most of your membership. And it's recognizing that over time, what you may need the chamber to do for you or what you may need to get from the chamber could change from when you first started. And not just being cognizant of that, but also adjusting based on that. So those are your 4 kind of key elements to making the most of your chamber membership. You have a lot of support for your membership, and that support starts, of course, with us as staff, but it's also supported by a group of members called the ambassadors. And Kevin's on this call. Kevin's a very experienced ambassador, and I'm going to let him just talk for a minute. Now he's like, whoa, what are you doing, Bob? I'm going to let him talk for just a minute about the ambassador program and what the ambassadors are designed to do for you guys as members.
Sure. Thanks, Bob. I would also like to say that Eric is an ambassador as well with a lot of ambassador experience. And I'm happy to say that Elizabeth and Stephanie are my mentees, and it's good to meet you because we haven't connected yet, but I look forward to doing that very soon. Ambassadors serve a critical role in helping the new members. Let's just use the term onboarding. Making sure that you're getting the most value from your chamber membership. And as an ambassador, we're here to help connect you, work with you if you have issues or problems. The staff is always available, but your ambassador mentor might be the first person that you go to, maybe for an answer, and we're always here to help.
Thanks, Kevin. Eric, did you want to add anything to that? You good? Okay.
Yeah, there I am. I couldn't see my mute button. It disappeared. I'm like, oh no, help. No, absolutely. I think definitely the ambassadors are really a key piece, and definitely we're here to help support anything that new members may need in getting acquainted with the chamber and helping them get up to speed as quickly as possible so they're getting good return on their investment from for their membership.
Cool. So in addition to the ambassador program, of course, there is chamber staff, and I've listed the chamber staff here on the slide for you so that you can see who it is that's behind the scenes working to your benefit each and every day. So that includes, we do have an additional intern that I kind of didn't have time to add this morning. Alyssa Padilla, you may have seen her or heard her on the phone. She's been making some calls lately, but she is an additional intern that we have. But you are welcome to reach out to any and all of the people either on staff or your ambassador in order to have those conversations about, hey, I'm a chamber member. What does that mean? And what can I be doing to get the most out of that membership? So don't ever feel like you're alone, and don't ever feel like you don't have the freedom to reach out to us. Please do. That's what we are here for. So I kind of want to talk about some of the benefits that you receive that happen while you are running your business. And I kind of label them as automatic benefits. And I don't know if that's quite the most accurate term, but it's as close as I could get based on making this slide. So these are the things that are happening to your benefit while you are focused on your own business. And so the most important one I would say is the digital directory listing. And the reason that this is important is because of the fact that, obviously, as everyone knows, there's been this huge transition to digital business and digital search and digital everything, right? So we're doing everything online now. And one of the benefits of a chamber is that a chamber is considered a very trusted resource when it comes to things like Google, Bing, any of the other search engines out there. Chambers are treated very much like a special entity in terms of where their search results appear. in search listings when you do a search. So a business listing that's a member of a chamber does tend to rank a little bit higher based on the fact that it is a chamber listing as opposed to just the business by itself. So this listing gives you sort of an additional tool to be found digitally while you're doing your business and people are out there looking for whatever it is that you do in Mesa. So don't ever forget that. We get about 10,000 accesses each month over the course of a year to our chamber directory. So you're looking at about 120,000 accesses to our chamber directory each year. And that's a lot of Mesa focused traffic. And that's kind of something that I don't know that we tell enough of the story about, right? You know, it's easy to say, hey, in Google, I showed up, 1,000 times, but how many of those 1,000 people lived in Mesa and were looking for something in Mesa? Well, for the most part, because we are a focused directory and a focused resource and have a geographic place, our search results tend to be very, very poignant to the fact that, these are people looking for businesses in Mesa. So just to make sure that you understand that is a very valuable asset to you in your business while you're running it. The Compass Resource Guide listing. So this has kind of become more important over time because we don't have the ability necessarily to draw people in a physical sense into our retail locations or into some of the places that we would normally do because of the restrictions that we're dealing with based on the pandemic. So the ability to be in somebody's home in a directory, a physical directory, is definitely a huge advantage. And the great thing about the Compass Resource Guide is that we partner with the Arizona Republic on this, and they actually deliver that magazine to their subscribers' homes. So 22,000 of these magazines end up in our residents here in Mesa, end up in their homes where they have access to them all the time to look at the directory and find a business based on what they need. So in addition to that, we make it available throughout various businesses in the community, whether it's either the airports, Gateway Airport or Falcon Field, or our larger accommodation centers. So like the Delta over here in downtown Mesa, or if you're looking at any of the other resorts. So it's really a physical resource that gives people access to information about Mesa, and it also gives information about our directory. So it's a really good way for you to have presence while you're out, functioning and running your business. So, and then the third one is advocacy, and this one is the one that it's one of those things. It's like, I know a lot of people describe insurance as you don't know you need it till you need it, right? But advocacy can be very much like that. You don't necessarily know that you need someone to speak on your behalf until you need someone to speak on your behalf. So whether it's representing at local, state, or the federal level, your chamber membership allows us the opportunity to speak for you on issues that are important to you. So, we function a government affairs committee, which I think is happening tomorrow. Am I right on that, or am I not right on that? I'll get confirmation on that and get back to you.
No, yes, it is, Bob.
Thanks, Linda. So, whether it's a government affairs committee where we give you guys the opportunity to come together and learn more about some of the government workings that are happening, some of the initiatives that are being carried out, those kinds of things, all the way up to our membership in the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, or our membership in the East Valley Chambers of Commerce Alliance, where we can leverage all of our memberships together to create a very powerful voice for our business community. Eric, did you need something? Were you trying to get my attention, or are you good?
No, I'm good. Sorry about that.
Okay, no, that's okay. I just didn't want to miss you if you were trying to flag me for something.
Sorry.
So those are kind of the things that are happening on your behalf and while you're running your business, and they're very powerful tools that are available to you through your membership. I also want to talk about your login to the chamber website. And of course, I deal a lot with this because I'm the director of communications, but this is where you have a lot of power to present yourself the way that you want your business presented to others in our physical directory, and also through a number of different chamber areas. So you have the ability to build a multimedia profile. So you can add videos to your profile. You can add deep links to your profile. You can post job opportunities to your profile. If you're hosting events, you can post those events to a member calendar that appears not just on our site, but also is sent out to our social media. So you have the ability to reach the audience that we cultivate through your participation in the Chamber website. So you can, of course, network and message with other members. There's a little, I call it a pseudo Facebook stream when you log in that you can kind of post in and have people see when they log in. You can, of course, register for events, and then you can edit your displayed information at will. So anytime your business changes, you want to be cognizant of the places where your business is listed so that you can update that information as quickly as you can. There's a lot of flexibility in that listing. It almost becomes like your own little sub website to represent your business. So if you need kind of additional help or you kind of want to know some of how to take advantage of some of those things, certainly feel free to reach out to me. How are we doing? Question? Everybody good so far? Okay. So, Chris, if you would keep an eye on that chat for me, if somebody asks a question, just kind of like, let me know. Thanks. So the next part are the participatory benefits. Now, a lot of these have been muted or changed, if you will, based on the fact that we are in a pandemic. But there are still a lot of opportunities for you to interact. This meeting obviously is one of them, where you can introduce yourself to other members and give them the opportunity to learn about you and what you do. But we do still run a number of virtual versions of our events each month. So we do still do a coffee time virtually each month, and these are all listed on our chamber calendar at mesachamber.org. So as our situation changes and we're able to do more, or if we need to change our calendar listing, that will be your central repository for those changes. So don't hesitate, mesachamber.org, events, and you'll see what the current lineup of events is. So some of our events, such as say our Mesa Morning Live event, we've made those virtual. And so their timing is a little bit different now because of that. But we do still produce Mesa Morning Live. We produce an episode every month. It's a great opportunity for you to meet some of the people that are engaged in our community in various levels. We just released an episode right before Veterans Day that was veterans focused, and we did a fantastic interview with the Arizona Rangers. So you got to learn about what the Arizona Rangers do and how to become an Arizona Ranger. And we also had a fantastic musical performance from Jeff Sonor of Call to Serve, which is just a great opportunity for you to kind of get a little bit of exposure to some areas of Mesa that maybe you would normally not have access to. So definitely, if you get a chance, you can go on YouTube, you can just search live, and you will be able to find exactly what you need there. And there's a bunch of episodes. We go back to 2012. So, there's 8 years of videos there for you if you want to kill an afternoon and just kind of catch up on what's going on over the last 8 years. Events like the women's group are virtual, so you can always join that and be a part of that. We do still have fantastic speakers that participate in that and give you an opportunity to engage with other women professionals here in Mesa. Taste of Mesa is one of the events that we have put on hold right now, and we're looking at how to reinvent that. So we may come out with something on that yet. And then normally in a non-pandemic situation, we would have a number of annual events that we would do, such as the annual State of the City, which if you got the chance to be a part of that this year, we did actually get to hold that event. But if you got to be a part of that event, you realize just how cool that event is in regards to seeing what's happening with Mesa on a national scale. So, we became the 35th largest city in the country this year. And with that, there's all kinds of development news and all kinds of just great things happening. that the mayor gets to talk about and tell the story for. So it's really a fantastic event for you to kind of see what's happening with us on a national stage. That event is happening as far as I'm aware at this point. We are looking at some options to kind of mitigate some of that, but we'll keep you posted on that. So again, if you're on the events page, please feel free to keep on that. And also if you're getting your Monday message, make sure you continue to read that, because that's where we're directly communicating with you about the things that we're up to. So, and then of course there are some additional events that we do. So, you know, we've kind of done a couple of ribbon cuttings here and there, just to kind of see and sort of, you know, test the water a little bit on how those will run. We'll probably continue to test some of that. You know, we do some happy hour type virtual events. So Fridays, there's a Good News Girlfriends event. That's a fantastic event. We also have done lunch mobs. So we've invited our various council members to participate in lunch mobs. I think we've done Kevin Thompson and I want to say Mark Freeman has done one so far. And I think we've got another one planned. Susan, do you know offhand? I think so. I think we got another one coming up. So, but check the calendar. So make sure you're there. In addition to our regular event schedule, we do a lot of advocacy efforts in councils. And one of the ways that the chamber can leverage the power of membership is by bringing members that have similar needs together, so that together they can focus on solutions to those issues that affect all of them, right? So we are a member going sort of up the chain, if you will. We're a member of the East Valley Chambers of Commerce Alliance, which is 7 different East Valley chambers. And that allows us to leverage collectively that membership base to help move business agendas forward, whether it's at the state level or beyond. So that is a really powerful and a really great tool for you to make sure that if you have concerns at the business level, that those are seeing and getting addressed at the state level. We're also a member of the United States Chamber of Commerce. So that, of course, carries up to the federal level, so that your issues are being represented at an even larger level to make sure that, you know, your voice is heard. And, you know, obviously if we have a small business in Mesa that needs help with something, we want to make sure that we give them the best conduit to have that message heard. And that's why we join these other organizations, to give that message, you know, sort of amplification and the opportunity to be heard. So we're also a member of the Western States Chamber Alliance. And so that's kind of a similar type of a situation where chambers in the western part of the U.S. kind of band together also, so that they have that leverage. So we work very hard to make sure that we're getting the ability to leverage what you need at every level. So we also have a number of councils, and this is kind of right now, I would say this is one of the most important things that we do as a chamber, which is collectively bring our members together that have similar issues and give them the opportunity to work together to solve those issues. And whether it's education, whether it's government affairs, whether it's the Nonprofit Vitality Council. And I'm actually going to give Linda just a moment to talk about the Nonprofit Vitality Council, because that has been a huge council, specifically over these last 8 months. So Linda, did you want to talk about that real quick? Or not? Okay. I think
you checked out early, Bob. She said she had to go to another meeting.
It happens. You know, she gets bored with me quick, because that's just how that works, right? So the Nonprofit Vitality Council, what that is that is a collection of our nonprofit community here in the chamber. So when the pandemic first took hold and we started to see the restrictions, but more importantly, when we started to see the spike in need amongst our nonprofit agencies, our Nonprofit Vitality Council actually pulled together and decided to meet every 2 weeks as kind of a response to the things that were happening out there. So every 2 weeks, our Nonprofit Vitality Council pulls together and kind of does a check-in with each other to make sure that, hey, is your agency okay? Do you need any resources? Hey, what are you guys doing in response to this issue? Hey, how are you handling this? It's been a fantastic way for those organizations to coordinate with each other, so that if one of them has needs, they're able to vocalize that to the group. And in a lot of cases, someone else in the group is able to help them meet that need. So it's been a huge plus for that community to pull together, organize, and sort of, respond to everything that's happened in an efficient way. So I draw attention specifically to that council because that one is very relevant in the moment. So, but we have a number of them. So we have a Mesa Financial Network. So our financial businesses kind of pull together once a month and they talk about the things that affect them universally. One of the examples that comes to mind is, all of the financial rules and regulations surrounding all of the marijuana stuff that's happening with marijuana still not being legal at a federal level. So banks and other institutions that rely on whether it's federal insurance or other federal interaction aren't necessarily able to participate in that industry because of that. So how do they manage that? Another topic that they've talked about is fintech, technology, financial related technology companies, and all of those changes that are coming in regards to, what happens in Mesa with all of these new fintech companies that are in all these new technologies that are happening in the financial world. So each of these councils has a very focused mission to make sure that they are answering the needs of their industry within the chamber. So it's a really great opportunity to participate in the process of improvement. So another thing that we do here at the chamber that we often get recognized for is our community involvement and partnerships. We do a lot of things on behalf of our members. And really, the way that it's described, and this is kind of the way that Sally often describes it, is that, your chamber membership should be an extension of your business. So part of that is our responsibility to get out there and leverage your collective membership to better the community, to participate in places where there are needs in the community. So we do that with a lot of different, both organized programs and sort of, things that we do to kind of help our community. So I think we're in the adopt a family phase right now. And so I don't know if we're collecting stuff. I'm gonna kind of check in with Susan on that. Are we taking stuff right now?
We are, and we're in big need of stocking stuffers. So for a mother, an 8-year-old and a 13-year-old. So please reach out to us and let us know if you can participate in that. And all items are due on December 8th. We could use your help.
Cool. So if you want to participate in the adoptive family, let us know. Reach out to myself, although I'm going to probably refer you over to either Susan or Linda. Or you can reach out to Susan or Linda, and they can kind of give you the profile of the family that we are adopting for this year and let you know what we need. And you certainly are welcome to participate in that. We also engage in things such as Small Business Saturday. And we're actually kind of working on our plan for Small Business Saturday right now. I'm kind of hoping we get to do something cool. I think we're going to do a QVC style broadcast this year. So stay tuned for that. I can't really talk too much about it because I think there's some details that we need to kind of nail down and finalize, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. We also do we partner a lot with the Mesa United Way. And the Mesa United Way, for those of you that don't know, is an organization that has some similarities to what a chamber would do, but in the nonprofit world. So we leverage that relationship to help our community as well. We also have a number of organized programs, and these programs are designed to give our members opportunities to better understand themselves, better understand Mesa, better understand the chamber, and sort of grow within their membership. So we have a junior chamber, Mesa Junior Chamber. It's a program that we started with Benedictine a number of years ago. And what it is we invite students to participate in this annual program where they learn about how chambers work. They get to meet chamber members, and they kind of get that understanding of the business community and what's expected of them as a future employee. So it's really a great opportunity on both sides for businesses to meet up and coming new potential employees, I guess, and also for these students to learn about what the business community is like and how to function within the business community. So it's really a fantastic program. Our Young Professionals is designed specifically for chamber members that have employees that fit within the age range, which I do not. But I think it's what, 20 to 40 now, Susan? You're my go-to right now, Susan. So it's 20 to 40, I believe. But the point is that it gives younger professionals the opportunity to come together so that they have the opportunity to talk to each other, and collectively they can do things and activities and participate in chamber events and build the relationships that they're going to last them for the next 10, 15, 20 years. So, it's really a great program to kind of help solidify those opportunities. So Mesa Leadership is the next one that I want to draw attention to, because this is the one where if you feel like you know how Mesa works, then you probably want to do Mesa Leadership, because that's going to change your entire perception of kind of how Mesa functions, as not just as a city in terms of government, but just in general as an entity. Do I have any Mesa Leadership alumni on the call? I know Linda. Susan?
Yep.
You want to talk to it real quick?
It's a great program because, one, you are learning about Mesa, how Mesa works, but you're also making friends from all different types of businesses. And then the best part is you have a project that needs to be completed, by the end of the 9-month course. And it's a project, many times it's been with nonprofits, and coming up with something for that project. So it's a lot of team building, working together. And boy, you do learn how to work together with many different personalities. It's a great program. It really is. I made some great friends out of it.
It's funny because everybody kind of the impression that I get is that the classes bond, and then those classes kind of stay together over time.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's true.
So it's really a great way for you to build some lasting relationships that you will be able to leverage throughout your working career and beyond, really. Friends of the Chamber, because we never want you to leave the Chamber, ever. So at some point, I'm sure all of you are expecting to retire and live a life of luxury and seclusion and away from everything, but that's not how chambers work. So we have a opportunity for you to stay a member of the Chamber through our Friends of the Chamber program. And really what that is we have had members over time that really did want to stay engaged beyond their working career. And they wanted to participate in events, and they wanted to support what the Chamber does, and they wanted to support the business community. So they asked us, they said, hey, I still want to be a part of this. How do I do that? So we created the Friends of the Chamber sort of membership level to facilitate that. And so just know that, what you're seeing is that you kind of join the Chamber when you're very young, and you stay with the Chamber the rest of your life. It's not unlike the mob. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding on that. Okay, so last couple of things that I will mention on that is we have a partnership with Mesa Community College. We are blessed to be a part of what they do. And we have had the opportunity to really kind of leverage that relationship to help build new opportunities for business in Mesa. And one of them is Green Flag Mesa. And what that is, we actually have a facility here on site where businesses that are starting as part of the Maricopa Community College organization, so students basically that are starting businesses, they get the opportunity to participate in what we call the Green Flag program, which is a 2-year program where we help them develop their business. And the idea is that hopefully we are introducing a whole new generation of businesses out into the business community and creating that sort of new, exciting, youthful, energetic injection into what's happening out there. So we've had a number of businesses that have participated over the last couple of years. We have a couple that I would talk to in detail. I don't think anybody is on the call that's a green flag person, but I will draw attention real quick to one of them, which is Standing 360, is in their second year of the program. And they have had so much success. They are actually one of our CARES program providers that helps other businesses in the city right now because of the Mesa CARES program. So I know both Kevin and Chris are also a part of that program as providers, which is fantastic. You know, it's kind of members helping members kind of a circumstance. So thank you to both of them. But I draw attention to the fact that we are developing businesses that are immediately turning around and responding to the needs in the community. So it's really a great program. And we would love for you guys to participate either as presenters or as sort of pseudo coaches, or, you know, to kind of help these businesses kind of get off the ground. So there's that. We also, as sort of an extension of that program, have started something called the App Boutique, which is we want to create what we're labeling a digital economy in Mesa. And so we are working with MCC to create what we're calling the App Boutique, which is we're leveraging MCC's education areas in the creation of, you know, apps that you would get on your phone to help businesses get those apps and build that ability for people to do business with them through those apps. So we really kind of are looking at, you know, what's the future of commerce and how can we build a framework that our businesses will benefit from that. So that is what that's about. And actually, we're working on a great project right now with them on an app that addresses some issues around teen suicide. So look for some really good progress on that. And then, of course, we have the Mesa Capital Opportunity Program, which is our opportunity to partner with our financial areas, our members that are financially focused, to help our businesses that need capital to grow. So that's a program that I kind of coordinate. So if you're interested, let me know. We can sit down and talk more about it. But it's a great opportunity for you to build some relationships with some of our local financial institutions to help grow your business. How's everybody doing so far? Everybody good? Anybody need any help? Any coffee? Anybody need coffee? All right. Business referral groups. This is, I call this the Chris slide because this is always the slide that Chris gets excited about. So our business referral groups, this is actually kind of a core offering of the chamber. And what this is this allows our members to gather on a regular basis. In this case, it's once a week. And they can share leads with each other. So they're, you know, you're out during the week, you're doing your business, and all of a sudden you find somebody that needs something, you know, that you don't offer, but you know in your leads group somebody offers it. So it gives you the opportunity to take those leads, bring them back to your group, and share them with the other members of your group. So it's almost like creating your own little sales army that you can send out each week to help garner your business. And of course, the objective is that everybody's doing it for everybody else. So Chris, I'm going to let you, if you don't mind, talk just real briefly about that.
All right, I got unmuted. Leads groups are great. It's a great opportunity to meet other businesses. There's enough of them that you can find one that fits your time schedule and or day of the week or time of day, and there's a real camaraderie built up that it's really great. Connie Bunyard, who was on here earlier, is the facilitator of our group, and she put her contact information in the chat. So if you have interest in coming to ours, we meet Wednesday at 7:30 on a Zoom meeting, but she'll send you the information if you want it. And then the other groups, just check them all out and find one you like.
Yeah, so that's really one of the benefits of the group. We have 4 groups right now. And as Chris said, each group meets at a different day and time. And you have the ability to kind of tour, so you can be a guest in each group to kind of meet the members of the group and decide if that group kind of clicks with you in terms of synergy and personality. And then you can join whichever one you want. Now, each group is limited to one representative of each particular industry. So that way, it keeps that competition. There's nobody competing for your leads. And it allows everyone to focus on building leads for the other members of their group without having to worry about having two members of the same industry. So you can certainly check in with Linda on that. You can check in with Susan on that. They're happy to kind of talk to you a little bit more in detail if you need it. And I just realized, I just looked up at the time. So I've been a chatty Cathy, so I need to step it up here a little bit. So next up is our affinity programs. Our affinity programs are programs, yes. This is the other Chris slide. So our affinity programs are businesses that partner with the chamber to offer special discounts to members. So you're offering a special discount to a member, and in addition to that, you're giving the chamber a thank you for doing that. So Loft Greens. So Chris is a member of that program. So you can do business with Chris as part of that program. Chris offers some special things specifically to chamber members that no one else can get. And then as a thank you for being in the program, he gives the chamber a thank you, which is it coffee, Chris? Do you give me coffee every day? Is that what that is?
I'm sorry?
Do you get coffee every day? Do I get coffee every day? Is that my thank you?
Yeah, we leave it outside your door. You've gotten it, right?
I'll check. I think it might be
Okay.
up there right now. Yeah. So, but another affinity program that we have, and somebody that I'll let just have, and I'm sorry, Alan, normally I would give you a little bit more time. I'm only going to give you like 60 seconds. So I hope that's okay. But Alan's going to talk a little bit about one of the specific programs that we offer.
Thanks. I can do it in 60. We're about to enter our third year with our lifestyle group health insurance plans for members. It's a group program available to employers with 2 or more participants. The 2 could even be a husband and wife. We originally started the program with the long-term goals of reducing employer costs for group health insurance and simultaneously creating a healthier community of business owners and their employees. We're doing that now. We started the program in 2018. Our first participant was actually the Mesa Chamber staff itself. We cut their costs in half. We are getting a very high level of satisfaction from among them and the other participating employers. We're enhancing the program next year to begin by adding coverage for alternative healthcare. It could be acupuncture, acupressure, aromatherapy. Non-traditional types of medicine will now be covered. And we're lifting some dollar limits that we had on the program for things like physician visits and for urgent care visits. Those are going to be virtually unlimited covered expenses. We've enhanced the program by eliminating the hospital network. It can be used with any hospital in the United States. And with our physician network, we have about 1 million participating physicians throughout the United States in all 50 states. And we're reducing costs for employers left and right by very significant amounts, anywhere from up to 15 to as high as, in the chamber's case, as high as 55%. And our renewal years are coming in with very low increases. And in some cases, we've had rate decreases. So we encourage you to check into the program. It's available throughout the year. There's no open enrollment deadlines.
Thank you, Alan. So definitely, it's a program that we are obviously, because we were able to significantly make a savings in our own benefits. We're excited for the program, but I think more importantly, this is a program that we all worked hard, whether, Alan and some of our East Valley Chamber partners worked hard to kind of get implemented because we knew it was going to be a significant benefit to our memberships. So do take the opportunity to check in with Alan. He's always happy to talk to you about options. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised when you have that conversation, not just because of the program, but because of Alan. Alan's a pretty fantastic person to do business with. So just so you know. Alan, I'll give you $5 when we're done. All right. So real quick, I do have just a couple of quick slides for you. There are opportunities to promote your business through advertising. That's really not the focus of this particular meeting, but you have access to a lot of exclusive advertising opportunities as part of your chamber membership. So you can buy digital banner ads, you can buy physical ads in our programs, you can actually do podcasts. So we have a series of podcasts that Sally hosts that you can be a sponsor of and come in and she'll interview you about your business and give you an opportunity to talk to what you do. And then of course you can build brand identity through sponsorships, whether that's event sponsorships or things of that nature. So you definitely have the opportunity to engage at a whole new level based on what you want to accomplish. So most of that, if nothing else, I'm aware of. So certainly feel free to message me if you want to have a conversation around some of those items. Right now, one of the great things that we do is we do sponsorships for our virtual programs and events. So all of the meetings that we're doing virtually right now, we have the opportunity to allow people to sponsor. And it's very much like we do with Eric today. We give that sponsor the opportunity to kind of introduce themselves. We brand them on the calendar as the sponsor of the event. And then of course, in the case of when things are recorded, that of course is available through our YouTube channel with all of that sponsor information as well. So really a great opportunity for you to be a part of what we're doing, pivoting, especially right now. So, I might make it. What's next? So your ambassador should, if you are new with the chamber, your ambassador should reach out to you and engage you in a conversation. And if that's not happening, please let us know so that we can facilitate that conversation, because that's sort of the level set where we start to get an idea of what it is that you want to accomplish, what you want to learn, what you want to do, and we can help you achieve those goals. So that's a very important sort of starting point for this relationship. And then of course, we'll try and get you some surveys or what we're doing more recently because of the pandemic is we're actually just calling you guys and saying, hey, how are you doing? What can we do for you? You know, where are your points of pain? And where can we help you through what we're all going through right now? So I think we've done 4 series of outreaches over the last few months. We're going to continue to do those because it's just important for us to stay in touch with you and to make sure that if there's something that we have the ability to help you with, that we can do that quickly, as quickly as we can, because we do want to make sure that we're helping everybody. And then of course, if you're an existing member, if you have not had contact with your ambassador, do let us know. We have assigned an ambassador to every chamber member at this point. So every chamber member does have an ambassador. And so we would love to facilitate that connection to help you either bring new staff up to speed if you have new staff that don't necessarily know about their chamber membership, or existing staff or yourself, maybe you just kind of want to have a conversation with somebody about your plan. So do not hesitate to let us know that you need that assistance. And my final slide is, of course, remember the chamber motto: the world belongs to those who show up. And right now that is virtually for the most part, but it's no less true now than it was a year ago. You do need to be present, and we are better when you are present to help guide us to make sure that we're doing everything that we can for you. So that concludes this portion of the conversation. However, I do want to give my one person that I know was having some audio trouble the chance to introduce herself real quick. Was it? I think they're gone actually. Oh,
it was Connie.
Well, Connie left, but there was somebody else too.
Oh.
I think they left. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. So what questions do you have for me? Don't be shy. I can handle it. All right. Chris, no questions? Did I do okay?
Awesome.
Right.
How's the Mesa Cares Act thing? Is it winding down?
That is a fantastic question. So the Mesa Cares Technical Assistance Program, which was designed to help businesses by providing them with different services, including things like personal protective equipment and signage. That program is winding down. Their target was to kind of basically stop having new enrollees in the program as of the 16th, so as of 3 days ago, and then work to complete all of the implementation of services, and then kind of clean up, make sure all the accounting piece was done by December 16th. So that December 16th is kind of the end of the program unofficially, although they keep saying December 31st, but everything kind of needs to be wrapped up by the 16th so that all the paperwork pieces can get done. So thank you, by the way, to both Kevin and Chris, who are a part of that program as vendors. And, I know it's been a
Big
great
thanks goes to the Chamber of Commerce for spearheading it all and making sure that chamber members have an opportunity. And it's a lot of work for you guys. You did an awesome job.
Well, thank you.
Well,
it really is.
Absolutely.
It really is Sally. Sally does all the work. But it was important, right? It was part of that response to what's happening around us. And so hopefully we've been excited to see the results that businesses are getting out of the program. So, a lot of our businesses have really good looking websites now because of that. A lot of our businesses are able to clean their facilities now because of the work that you guys are both doing. And we have a lot of businesses. So Alpha Graphics has been a vendor with us as well. And so a lot of businesses, if you look on Main Street, you're seeing a lot of manifestation of the work that they did, which has been fantastic. So really, it's a great program. Like, and it came out, I know it came out of necessity, but I think everybody has mentioned that, hey, we'd like to see something maybe manifest itself in the future that kind of isn't necessarily crisis based, but still has that impetus to help businesses in need. So I know we're having conversations around it. I don't really have anything to share yet, but I know we're having conversations around how do we take this idea and build it for the future. So we're gonna work on that. What else? Lisa. What do you got? What do you got going on out there?
We're getting ready for a big fundraiser on December 5th at Dana Park. So it's going to be a vendor event in the parking lot on a Saturday. That's exciting. And all of our performances have moved to virtual experiences because the Mesa Arts Center isn't open. And we have a performance on Saturday night at 7 o'clock. I'm trying to remember. It's called Virtually Ever After. They've been pretty awesome. I've really enjoyed them.
Cool. Ward, how about you guys? How's ASU doing?
Hey, ASU's doing well. We're just, trying to help where we can in the pandemic. We, as you know, we developed the spit test that is becoming more popular, and we received a grant. It's been probably about 30 days ago now, where we're actually working on a handheld testing unit that businesses can use that will be very, very inexpensive to do tests, and the results will almost be instantaneous, and so within a few minutes. And so we're hoping to develop that very quickly and try to get that out, because we think that'll help be a game changer with those folks that want to get people back in the office as much as they can, and get some human interaction going again apart from Zoom. So those are some of the exciting things we're working on.
Yeah, I mean, ASU's been all over this from the beginning. It's been great to see. The innovation's been amazing.
Well, and I can't say enough. We appreciate our partnership and relationship with the Mesa Chamber of Commerce so much, because of all that you guys do in the community, helping get the word out and helping small business, hopefully make it through these times. And thank you so much for all the work that you guys do.
Well, thank you. It's great to be a part of that. So I'll get you $5 later. So Stephanie, how about you? What's going on with you?
There we go. Just trying to spread the word about dietitian services to the public. underutilized. And so, you know, our healthcare system is ginormous, and 6 in 10 of us have a chronic disease in spite of how big and innovative our healthcare system is. Our healthcare system is focused on illness, as it should be, but we as individuals need to focus on our wellness, and a registered dietitian can help anyone do that.
Cool. All right. And I think Joan, what's magic in Joan world today?
Oh, well, commercial real estate, as you know, has evolved already too from this crazy year that we've had. And Mesa, however, continues to grow, and there's a lot of boom going on in Mesa. But for the most part, AI Horizons trying to stay on top of the needs and trends for specifically our retail and office clients. So always offering some assistance just to talk, even if anybody has concerns or needs in those areas. So it's 2021 hopefully will bring about another interesting year, but there are always opportunities, and NAI is always willing to help.
Cool.
I hope we don't have another year this interesting.
No, it'll be different. Interesting.
Different interesting would be
different
good.
Interesting.
So interesting. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for being a part of today's orientation. Please don't hesitate to send us any questions that you have. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for being a part of the Mesa Chamber. We want to earn your membership investment, and we'll, you know, whatever we need to do that, we're open to it. So keep in touch with us. Let us know what's happening with your business. Let us help you where we can, and let us, you know, think outside the box where we need to. So have a very great rest of your day today. Next week is Thanksgiving. Do not overeat. Do not.
You're allowed to on Thanksgiving.
Or if you do, have a plan. Have a plan. Make a plan.
Talk to Stephanie first.
Yeah.
Yeah, call Stephanie. If you
Yeah.
need it. Right. Have a plan. Call Stephanie. She'll help you.
It's grazing day.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Absolutely.
everyone.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody. Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Susan.
Take care.
Bye.
Stay well, everybody.
Bye.
Hi, everybody.